Can David Corenswet save Superman? I'm not sure. But our friend Steph from My Nerdy Home posted a clip. She says, Rachel, I've lost count. David, you look like Cyclops. I haven't seen this.
They're doing a staring contest.
Okay,
They're both married, by the way, just to point that out.
Let's find out.
Who cares?
Intimidating her.
This is like an ASMR video.
I love the breathing. Yes.
Wow.
It's fun at this distance. You get the Cyclops effect, where both of your eyes become one eye.
You have two somehow. I feel cross-eyed though.
You gotta look through me, not at me.
I can't.
Yeah, you just got one big, beautiful green eye.
Ew.
Blue. It's cool.
That's okay, ridiculous.
Okay, yeah.
But I will say, Rachel Brosnahan, I'm liking. The more we see of her, I don't mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
I don't
she's
mind
hot.
at all.
I mean, yes, I like her.
But you know what, though? They obviously have chemistry, which is good, right? I mean, you at least feel the chemistry between them. I mean, you don't get that with Reed Richards and Sue.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Like that Steph waited until we were done with Jurassic Park and Fantastic Four to show up. I see what you did.
Oh,
I know
hello.
what you did. Hi.
Yeah. Hey, Steph, we're going over your X post, your recent X post. So there you
David
go.
Corenswet, yes.
Yes, staring contest.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
sorry I'm late. I had some stuff that I had to take care of outside of my house. So
Weather has been nuts lately.
it has been, yeah. Last night it was crazy weather. So.
Yeah. We've got a story here. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that came on. Alan, I don't know what you're doing.
Oops.
Here.
I'm sorry, what?
But thank you for that, Alan. Can David Corenswet save Superman? This is from what magazine is it from? GQ. From GQ, and we have notes for the story. Badger, if you would, and let's get the highlights.
Can David Corenswet save Superman? David Corenswet might look every inch the perfect Superman, all chiseled jawline, sunlit charm, and throwback charisma. But behind the scenes, he's carrying a very modern burden,
69.
the immense pressure of box office expectations. Superman isn't just a movie. It's the linchpin in James Gunn's grand plan to reboot the entire DC cinematic universe. As Gunn puts it bluntly, if I don't find Superman, I'm not going to do this movie, because without the right actor and without a successful launch, the whole interconnected franchise could stall before it begins. The stakes are sky high, both creatively and financially. After years of false starts and middling returns for the character, Warner Brothers is counting on Superman to not just perform, but to revive. While Gunn downplays the noise, it doesn't need to be as big of a situation as people are saying. Industry watchers know that pressure looms large. Some speculate the film needs to clear $700 million to be deemed a hit. Corenswet, meanwhile, is choosing optimism over anxiety. I don't really feel the pressure, he says. The pressure I feel is to show up for James and deliver for him. Still, the actor admits he considered turning down the role, knowing full well the legacy and curse that's dogged previous Supermen. But in the end, he made peace with the risk. If this is the only role I get to play for the rest of my life, would I still say yes? The answer was yes.
So what do we think? I'll tell you this. The best marketing they have for this movie is that man, David Corenswet.
Yep.
Absolutely.
He seems so like he's like the character.
He's a nerd
ways.
Too.
He's a nerd. He's an optimist. Thoughts on David?
I think he's very down to earth and professional as well, which is I feel like that's rare when it comes to actors nowadays. They're always ready and willing to give like their personal and political opinions, and he's very professional when it comes to interviews, and he's incredibly likable. They've been doing a bunch of cringe marketing when you put it on another platform, but a lot of TikTok marketing. And you get to see like behind the scenes and his personality, and it's perfect. I think he's a great choice and a great actor for Superman. I'm just hoping that the movie is good.
As someone who wanted Henry Cavill to get his movies, and I literally said, I was like, they're going to have to drag me kicking and screaming to liking this. David convinced me to like him.
Yeah, I was going to say
Genuine person.
it was really hard to replace Henry Cavill, even if you weren't a Snyder bro. You still liked Henry Cavill.
Yes.
And I think he had an impossible job to do, and he did it. He won the crowd over. He won the audience over. I think this movie is going to succeed purely in a way because of him. And obviously, I'm gonna give James Gunn his credit, but David is carrying this movie as he should, being Superman. So
and Rachel and they're talking, and Nicholas Hoult talking about Lex Luthor, saying that he looks at Superman the way artists look at AI, and that Superman's holding humanity back from doing this on their man. They really actually paid attention to their characters and did the research and read when we talk about comics, it's not the comics from 5 years ago. They read the 20 and 30 and 40-year-old comics. So I can't complain.
No, David Corenswet honestly is one of the better castings that we've seen in a superhero movie in a long time. I think he's going to do a really good job as Superman. Whether the movie or not is good or not, that's a whole other story. I like the chemistry he has with Rachel Brosnahan. I would have leaned all the way into this right here, what we're seeing on the screen. It's just Superman and Lois Lane, and we're going to put them everywhere that we can. We're going to have James Gunn fall all the way back out of the marketing, and we're just going to promote these two. And I think that would have been the winning move, and I think they would be looking at a much different narrative than they're looking at right now. But yeah, David Corenswet, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. So I'm feeling it. Look, I was one of the first people that was pissed off that Henry Cavill wasn't coming back as Superman. And I said, yo, they better nail the next casting. Whoever Superman is, he better be, better than Henry Cavill, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if he's better than Henry Cavill. We got to see the movie first before we can make that determination.
It'll be different.
In my opinion, they're
all different.
Yeah, they're all different. But I think at some point in time, you got to say, well, who is the definitive Superman for a universe that's just kicking off? You're starting off this universe. They started off the last one with Superman, and I think they nailed it. Henry Cavill looks like he walked right off the comic book cover. He looked perfect as Superman. This guy with the suit, it's like, I don't know about this suit. Suit looks kind of weird, but okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see what it is. At the end of the day, I just want a good Superman movie. I want them to do with DC what they did with Marvel, which give us, a 3 phases of a solid superhero universe, connect it all together, have it lead all the way up to, whoever it is, Darkseid or whoever, Brainiac, I don't care. But at some point in time, I feel like DC has to get this done. Otherwise it's just a giant missed opportunity.
Yeah, they got to get it right.
There's a huge opportunity for them to, finally do something with the DC universe and, make some really great films and, kind of take over the superhero genre with Marvel being where it's at.
Yeah. Apathy's at an all-time high.
I think they're in a good place, man. Because Peacemaker comes out after this, and I'm a huge fan of Peacemaker. I loved the first season. Loved him in Suicide Squad. I think if James Gunn I think he has a plan. That's what I'm trying to say. I do believe he has a plan. Whether it's going to be the new MCU or not, who knows, right? I mean, I think the MCU was lightning in a bottle. I don't think it could really happen that way quite again. But just give us good stories. Just give us good movies, and we'll go watch them.
Yeah, maybe not capturing lightning in a bottle, but perhaps getting people excited for a superhero film again. You know what I mean?
I think that's going to be hard to do, but yeah.
There's something about the haphazard nature that the MCU was pulled together with. It's just start with a Hulk and an Iron Man movie and just built from there.
Yeah. Well, now they really need to do what DA talks about. DC needs momentum, but the problem is like, even if this is a banger, like this is a 10 out of 10, the next movie we get is Supergirl and then Clayface. So,
right.
And even if those are bang, you know what I'm saying? They just have to keep having banger after banger, and they're going to be different genres. And one movie at a time.
Speaking of bangers, Chris, what's up with that?
I'm just saying.
More like bang her, am I right?
I'm just saying.